Hello and welcome to the highlights of the second ODI between India and the West Indies, played at Sabina Park, Kingston in Jamaica. Now India one up in the series. The match was played on the same pitch, the same ground here. MS Dhoni called the toss right, winning the toss yet again and electing to bat. He looked very confident at the top. He thought that the wicket would play beautifully and that India would be able to do an encore of the first ODI. Now let's take a look at the pitch. The pitch has been rolled and has been watered. It looked better than the pitch prepared for the first ODI. There was a shine on the wicket. All in all, conditions looked ideal for batting, but there was also something in there for the bowlers. So there are the two teams for you. Both teams making one change each, both at the bottom in the bowling department. Ravi Rampaul coming in place of Lionel Baker for the West Indies. Praveen Kumar coming in for an off-colour Ishant Sharma. Barring that, the combinations remain the same. Tony Kozia and L. Shivramakrishnan pick up the commentary.
Here is Taylor with the first ball, second one-day international, and just wide of the point fielder. Dwayne Bravo it is. They come back for a second as Ben has to move around from third man. So off the mark with the first delivery. A little bit of swing there from Taylor. Karthik played very well in the first match. Just beat square leg. Bernard is after it. So another couple. Beautifully bowled. Well, there is outswing. Taylor strikes in his first over. Karthik just searching for it. This one was much closer to the off stump and found the edge. That's an ideal outswinger. And India have lost their first wicket.
Splendid bowling by Jerome Taylor. He realized the ball was swinging. The length was good. Pitched up to the batsman. He was in two minds whether to stay on the front foot or go back. He stayed rooted to the crease, getting the outside edge. Straightforward catch with Dinesh Ramden. And Jerome Taylor once again strikes for the West Indies. Karthik gone for 4. India 4 for 1.
Rohit Sharma comes in the first over with Jerome Taylor finding his length and finding swing right away and picking up the wicket of Karthik with the fifth ball of the first over. And a wide down the leg side. He's pushed it down the leg side. Here's how Karthik went.
Really was the length. Batsman undecided about footwork. Just feeling for it outside the line of off stump. Held the edge and a great start for Taylor and West Indies.
Caught behind, flashing. So Gambhir goes. What a good start for the West Indies. Rather loose shot from the left-hander. And Rampaul strikes in his first over as Taylor did. And India have lost their two opening batsmen for 6.
The crowd celebrating. Gambhir again early in the innings playing a loose shot. Short and wide but no footwork again. We saw that from Dinesh Karthik. Gautam Gambhir also rooted to the crease, playing away from the body. Joy for the bowler. Always a great thing for a bowler to pick up a wicket early in the spell. Gambhir gone for no score. It's 6 for 2.
Man of the match on Friday with that tremendous innings of 131. Yuvraj Singh has come in now, closing in on 7,000 test runs. One day, that is, sorry. And a lifter. Good delivery from Rampaul to greet him. He prods it away for a single. So both openers gone. Here's how Gambhir went.
Well, he's getting his first game in this 4-match series. Ravi Rampaul, he's picked up a wicket very early. That should give him a lot of confidence.
elation for Rampaul. He's been in and out of the West Indies side in recent times, has not yet played a test match for the West Indies. Oh, he's caught behind, dropped and caught. Morton takes the catch from Ramdin. Rohit Sharma goes now.
It's dramatic what's happening out here. India winning the toss and deciding to bat first on a very good batting pitch. Have lost 3 wickets and they're just into the second over.
Well, dropped a straightforward catch, and luckily for Ramdin, it rebounded from his gloves. Morton in at second slip takes the comfortable catch. 3 wickets down. Those cues better had get in quickly.
Another disappointing outing for Rohit Sharma. India struggling. 7 for 3.
Big job now for the captain. Mahendra Singh Dhoni come in 3 down for 7. And in with Yuvraj Singh. 3 wickets down very early on. And these people have missed all 3. Long queues outside the ground waiting to get in. Just given the West Indies team a lift, given the crowd a lift. And what a pity that there's so many people who've missed the excitement already. There's a dismissal.
Delighted the bowler. He has every reason to be. Ravi Rampaul.
Beautifully bowled. There is swing here for both of them. Away swing for Taylor and Rampaul. It's reflected on the board. 7 for 3.
That's a beauty.
Didn't carry, but they'll get a single. They'll have to hurry. But again, problems for the batsman. Thick outside edge, but just loosened the grip at the last moment. Ensured that it didn't carry to Morton.
We did see Yuvraj Singh's bat earlier in the show. Very thick edge. Maybe just playing with soft hands, and lucky for him not carrying.
Now is that glove? Not out, says umpire Nigel Long. Points to his hip. Deflection to Ramdin. Umpire Long says nope, off the hip, and that's not out.
Dhoni initially was looking to play at the delivery and then withdraws at the last moment. Good decision from the umpire. Off the thigh pad, taken well down the leg side by Ramdin.
Well hit, fielded down there, can't get to it. Short ball right down on top of it and pulled away for 4 by Dhoni. And you say these 2 are dangerous. They've had 8 partnerships of over 100 in one-day internationals for India.
Just the first boundary for India and for MS Dhoni. The bowling has been top class. It's been on the fuller side for most part. The first shot delivery, and it's been put away quite easily.
Gone for 4, just past the keeper. Wayward delivery, gotta say that. Would have been lucky to have got a dismissal. But it was away from Ramdin. Another boundary. Now 1 to Dhoni and now 1 to Yuvraj.
And both have been short deliveries. Just wide of Dinesh Ramdin. Yuvraj Singh was looking to hit it square. Just getting a glove. And luckily for him, it was wide of the wicketkeeper.
Maybe it's the glasses that has made a difference for the West Indies and Chris Gayle. The one on the left on Friday, West Indies lose by 20 runs. And today, fluorescent lime. Certainly making a difference on the field. And there's another version.
Sure, Chris's cost nowhere near as much, the young ladies.
Can't be too sure, Bish. Style and fashion costs a lot these days.
Take it from me, I'm sure. I've done my research.
Wouldn't doubt you for a moment. And there you can see a sartorial splendor of Ian Raphael Bishop.
Great atmosphere here at Sabina. Great atmosphere, great expectation. Cracking shot from Yuvraj Singh. He holds his pose momentarily for the photographers and for the cameras. Dangerous player, even with the score at 24 for 3.
Classic shot. Getting to the pitch of the ball, opening the face of the bat. Beautifully played in any form of the game. Magnificent stroke.
That's why the West Indies have to break this partnership there. Gordon Brooks has gotten that. Seven overs gone, 25 for 3. Crashing shot. Unusual area where Yuvraj hit that because it was short outside the off stump. Usually you see them go squarer. That has gone straight past mid-off to his left.
He was almost too early into the shot. Might have been looking to go squarer, but then recognizing that was up onto him, smashed it back.
And with shots like that, there will be no problem looking to get a tempo. That is a classy shot. Rampaul looks bewildered because he would have thought that length, it wasn't that wide, but it's timed to perfection.
He's in his element, Yuvraj Singh, and those Indian fans will rejoice with every boundary that he plays. Commanding stroke. Not a lot of bounce, getting on top of it. He's a big man.
Not timed to perfection. That is not 2 runs. Let me not start. He circled that ball. Suleiman Ben. 9 overs gone, 36 for 3. That's gone a long way. It's gone with the wind, but it's gone into the stand. Incredible shot. It's about 75 yards that way, but with the wind, flown away.
Well, that shot defies logic. It was just taken off the hip, just scooped away. And the man on the boundary at square leg probably thought, well, okay, this is going to nestle into my arms. I've just got to walk in. But actually, it was sailing well over his head. There's a win, but not that much of a win, Ravi Rampaul is saying.
That'll be close to the boundary. In fact, it's 4. Margins for error here on the surface against a player like Yuvraj Singh. No, there's no margin for error.
He couldn't want it any better, Yuvraj Singh. He's timing everything superbly. Ball coming nicely onto the bat. Finding the gaps.
Yeah. Good length and maybe just a little bit of away movement. He's got to step up, Taylor. He's got to continue to maintain pressure. I'm not sure how much longer he'll go after this.
Well, he went for 74 off 10 overs on Friday, but he's really getting it up to the batsman, getting some movement.
Dwayne Bravo. Struck in front. But Dhoni was on the walk down the track. Now, where was he struck? Was it outside the off stump, or was he down the wicket and put doubt in the umpire's mind?
Looked a bit high. I wonder if Mahendra Singh Dhoni will say I'm being distracted by those wristbands. Seem to be matching his captain's glasses. Seem to be colour coordinated, Dwayne Bravo and Chris Gayle. Struck just outside. Good decision anyway. Never really legislate for that.
Another pretty warm day here at Sabina Park in Kingston. The partnership now, good partnership developing. 47 from 62 balls. It was 7 for 3 at one point. India. And, danger signs flashing here for the West Indies. These two, as I said, added 86 together in the first one-day international. Jeffrey Dujan and Tony Cozier in the box.
Right on cue, Bish, right on cue. As you were saying, things looking ominous for the West Indies. And Yuvraj going for the cut. Edge found, West Indies persisting with Jerome Taylor, and it's paid off. The dangerous Yuvraj is out. Third catch for Ramdin. In fact, he had 4. Put down one which was tidied up at slip by Ranaka Morton. Now his third authentic catch. Yuvraj caught Ramdin, Bull Taylor 35, 54 for 4. Decisive wicket for the West Indies out of Yuvraj. As always, looking very dangerous before he edged that catch to Ramdin. And now Yusuf Pathan has come in rather earlier than India would have expected or hoped for. 54 for 4 in over number 13. And Jerome Taylor now with 2 for 22 in his 7th over. I just wonder if they're going to go all the way through with him. He used to do that with Darren Powell, let him bowl his 10 overs out. Here's how you went.
Wide delivery, but he'd been playing the cut shot well all morning, and this one maybe just didn't bounce as much as he'd expected. Simple catch to Ramdin, second wicket for Jerome Taylor. That's not a bad delivery when you think of the change that was made in the field. Maybe just a little misdirection. Pathan looking for something on his body. Sees something wide and just throws the bat at it. And we've seen a few catches behind as a result of that so far.
And there's also a deep backward square leg if he does get hold of a hook shot or a top edge, the one short delivery. So obviously he'd be looking for the short deliveries. No question what the tactics are here.
Well, they've done their homework, the West Indies, and the important thing is, you know, you'll do all your homework, but you've got to execute, and so far they've been doing that quite well. Short delivery, but nice and straight. Really done a good job in restricting the Indians with the use of their arms.
End of the over, 56 for 4 after 14. Bravo is on now, and they'll have to hurry for this single. Chanderpaul with the throw, a little bit too late.
took off just in time. Well judged. So Bravo comes back. He decided not to go all the way through with Taylor. Taylor 7 overs, 1 for 23, so still has 3 overs to go. He hasn't been anywhere near his best when he's come back in his second spell. Certainly on Friday, but even before that. But they've kept him back for 3 overs. So Bravo, who just had the 1 over for 3 runs from the opposite end, from the George Headley stand end, now comes back from the Blue Mountains end, the northern end of the ground. And he too has a short leg for Patan. Edged and caught, easily taken. Well, it's proved the undoing of yet another Indian batsman. A short lift in delivery, well directed. Patan couldn't keep it down, and coolers it out. Gale snatches it out of the air. 5 down now for 57.
And we could see that he was never really comfortable to the short ball, Patan. This one got a little big for him, opened the face, and a good catch by Chris Gale. Bravo comes back and picks up another wicket. India in a spot of bother. Patan's got to go without scoring. It's 57 for 5.
New batsman is Ravindra Jadeja, out first ball on Friday, and almost on this occasion. That short pitch delivery just working. Look at Bravo, look at Morton down on their haunches, just thinking perhaps that it might have carried. Fended off the body, not at all happily by Jadeja. Whoops.
Batsman expecting something short. Glad to get off the mark, I'm sure. Wasn't able to on Friday.
Will be a leg by. How long making the signal? Ends the over. 15 overs gone. 59 for 5. Bravo continues now. Jadeja in strike. It just looks as if he wants to throw outside that off stump. Not settled yet. You can see that he's just a little bit nervous.
Not much movement from that front foot. He's just flirting with it out there. And a nice grouping in terms of line especially.
Oh, he's punched that beautifully. Up on his toes, that'll make him feel a lot better, Jadeja. Lovely shot. Back foot, square, middle of the bat, full.
Well, this one was nice and close to him and short enough. Got on top of it, and that's where he likes to play. Just another look at that grouping. Just around 47% of the deliveries were short balls. They proved very effective this morning.
Nice slow ball. Jadeja had to wait for it. Jadeja, one of the many young Indian batsmen who've come through the Indian Premier League especially. certainly come to the attention of international viewers was in the Rajasthan Royals team, the champion team of the first season of the IPL under Shane Warne. Just had one-day international prior to this against Sri Lankan Colombo in February. Got 60 not out in that innings. Just wide of the fielder, but well cut off. Darren Bravo this time. Hit it pretty well. Good diving save. That's what he can do when he's 20.
Dodged a bullet here, Dwayne Bravo. This was ripe for the square cut. But good piece of fielding by his sibling.
Ramlin stands up to the stumps now for Dhoni to face Bravo.
Catch up!
On the legs, last ball goes for 4. Drifting down the leg side. 2 boundaries in the over, 9 off it, 70 for 5 from 17. 70 for 5. Dhoni out there now with Jadeja just beginning to settle in after a rather hesitant start. Jadeja productive over there. Rampaul will continue. 2 for 31 from 7 overs. That highest scoring over was off him when Yuvraj was looking so dangerous. Caught behind. Another catch to Ramdin. Tentative shot for Jadeja. Really a nondescript. And the edge found. Rampaul gets the wicket. 6 down now for 70. Jadeja caught Ramdin, bull Rampaul 7.
Good bowling from Rampaul. Jadeja had been looking very, very suspect outside that off stump. Didn't know whether to clear, take the bat away. Takes the outside edge. Ramdin does it. Rampaul's got his 3rd wicket. Ravinder Jadeja goes for 7. It's 70 for 6.
The batsman is Harbhajan Singh. Good striker of the ball, but he comes in an unusual position at 70 for 6. Not often that he would have done so during his long career. Yeah, that's the way he plays, but the way he plays when he normally comes in towards the end of an innings and quick runs are required.
Well, it's gonna call for him to hang around. This is Jadeja's dismissal. He really just gave a little slip catching practice there. No movement to the feet, just nudged at it with an open face, and that was it. So the situation now, Dhoni's still there at 18. He's faced 40 balls, quite uncharacteristic of him, but there's not a lot of batting to come. Harbhajan Singh nevertheless is an experienced campaigner, and one would assume that he would have to temper his approach in order to stick around with his captain.
I think Harbhajan is not too happy with the sight board down at the Headley stand end. You can just see through it. And called umpire Markham's attention to it. Anyhow, we're ready.
What did I say about temper his approach, Tony? I think he's looking to beat his way out of trouble.
Looks very much as if he's just been roused from his bench in the dressing room, not knowing the score or the situation of the game, and just coming out there and playing as he normally does. Now, his captain has come down to him and said, have a look at the scoreboard there, Harbhajan. It's 70 for 6. It's the 18th over, and there isn't much to come. Praveen Kumar, RP Singh and Ashish Nehra. That's better. Could be 3 here, but Dhoni just says, okay, I'll take things at the opposite end. Just a couple of balls left for the over. Won't be long before they're all gone. Again, the short ball causing problems, fended away by Harbhajan.
Little extra effort. Well played in the end by Harbhajan. Went in the air but didn't go to hand.
So it's a good little outing for him. He gets wickets early. No problem with that. Took a little bit of tap from Yuvraj Singh. Most highly thought of cricketer and swings the ball at decent pace. He'll want to get himself fit enough to get a consistent run in the one-day team, and if he gets good performances, they're higher aspirations for the longer version of the game. So this is a crucial outing for him to bowl, get wickets and bowl his full quarter of overs. Twenty overs gone, 80 for 6. If he gets too straight there, you see there's no one saving one there. But it was an inadvertent shot. Nothing wrong with the delivery whatsoever. It's just unfortunate that Dhoni got the inside edge. The starting line was right and it ended up maybe a couple of inches outside the off stump. That to me is the perfect line for the one that comes in. Can't get too straight, otherwise he exploits that area, vacant area, leg side.
First, Dinesh Ramdin did an extremely good job. There's 2 fielders in the deep. Now this is short mid-wicket position.
For Harbhajan, he strengthened that onside field. Fielder at mid-wicket. He mentioned what Harbhajan will be trying to do, bat for a long period. Lesser lights, so he can play the lesser of the 2 batsmen. Still a slip in for Harbhajan, quite right for Chris Gayle to be looking to attack. Can he keep his head? Is that something that he's been noted for in recent times? I know his batting has improved. No, he won't. 5th catch for Dinesh Ramdin in this innings. Wonderful line here. He's been mixing it up. Dwayne Bravo, that one just went on full enough to call and ask Harbhajan to come into the push.
Mainly bring the ball into Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He surprises Harbhajan Singh with a delivery that leaves him marginally, forcing him to play away from the body. He's on a roll. Bravo is a utility cricketer, the man for the West Indies at the moment. Harbhajan Singh is gone. India 81 for 7.
Good reason for them to dance. West Indian fans in the stand. It's been all West Indies this morning. 7 wickets down. Praveen Kumar, who's replaced Ishant Sharma in the Indian lineup today, comes to the crease. Only averaging just around 9. But I've seen him opening the batting in 2020 cricket in the IPL just occasionally. He looked then to be a guy, to me, Shiva, who wanted to go after the bowling.
Very well bowled. Forcing Harbhajan Singh to reach for it and play away from the body. Another dismissal we're seeing today. 5 catches behind the wickets for Dinesh Ramdin. A bit of swing, forcing the batsman to play away from the body. That's been the key for the West Indian fast bowlers. Praveen Kumar is the kind of player who would not hold himself back pitch, that's for sure. 82 for 7.
Yeah, well caught by Chris Gale. Another wicket for Ravi Rampaul. He's having a good time. Career best figures in one-day internationals. He came in today at the expense of Lionel Baker. And he's proven his worth already here. Early wickets for him, and he continues. He's picked up 4.
Poor cricket this from Praveen Kumar. He's not playing according to the situation. Just mentioned he will have a go at it. He was in no position to play that shot. But Chris Gale made the catch look so simple. He's having a whale of a time. This will give him a lot of confidence, special ability to take wickets. Praveen Kumar gone for 1, 82 for 8.
Only 5 totals under 100 for India in 712 previous one-day internationals. RP Singh is the new batsman, and some discontent, I suppose, on the face, and rightly so, of Gary Kingston, the Indian coach. Is it an 82 for 8 pitch? I don't think so, but it is 82 for 8 nevertheless.
He's just given the wickets away. Look at this, marginally short of a length. He's on the front foot looking to drive the ball. Poor shot selection. Just throwing it all away. 4 wickets for 37 runs for this man, Rampaul. He's into his last over. Can he get a fifer? Just 35 for Yuvraj Singh, who looked to dominate the bowling. Dhoni 22 of 47, losing partners at the other end.
A ball by Rampaul. He's a young man, Shiva, that I've seen come through the under 15 ranks. I've seen him come through the under 19 ranks out of Central Trinidad, village of Freisal. And he's had really strong performances in the first class season this year. He's had his injuries, but I really rate his cricket intelligence, his bowling intelligence, his skill as a bowler. And people class him as a one-day bowler. I believe he's more than that, because he performs exceptionally well in first class cricket. Don't know why he's pigeonholed as just a one-day bowler. And if he develops, he can be a good foil for Edwards and Taylor in time. Wicket maiden to finish. Excellent bowling by Ravi Rampaul. He receives rapturous applause from this crowd here at Sabina Park in Jamaica.
Batting power play has been taken. Dhoni looked to chance his arm. He does, but gets away. Maybe the change of pace deceiving Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
I suppose he's taken the power play, Dhoni, because look, he can't wait for Ashish Nehra to come to the crease. He really has. Maybe he could have even gone for it a little bit earlier while Harbhajan was there, but it's out of necessity now that he has to take it and try to maximize it. Change of pace again from Bravo, so when he's gone outside the off stump, he's geared down his pace and has deceived Dhoni, who's been through the shot too early, into the shot too early. It's clever bowling.
The wide delivery, normal speed, close to 82 miles. The other one's much slower. There is a little bit of width provided Bravo by the slower deliveries, but he's not providing the pace. Superb exhibition of bowling. Another slow delivery, but still the Indian captain unable to pick it up.
Straight delivery, and he's decided he'll take one, he'll get two. Good piece of fielding. Retain the strike. Movement there from Morton. Firmly struck.
He's always very, very effective in the field. Morton, the man from Nevis, full of energy, full of commitment.
Well, this one won't be stopped. Way up into the George Headley stand.
And that's why he wanted to stay on strike. He backed himself with the slower bowler on to have a go at him. He was hitting along the ground, turning down the single, and this is why he wanted to be on strike for Suleiman Ben. Because once he is there, India still have hope of getting a competitive total.
8 from the over so far. Final delivery. He'll take the single and retain the strike. 24 overs gone. It's 93 for 8. That was struck. I don't think Dwayne Bravo tried to stop that. I think it hit him.
Well, he's in agony, and that could be quite serious. If it struck him on the thumb, he might be hopeful that it's gotten him on the heel of the hand, but he is in pain, and you called it right. He wasn't really trying to take a catch. He was just trying to get out of the way almost. In fact, he was. But he did put his hand at it, and he's regretting it now. That would be stinging, and he will require some attention. Dhoni hits the ball very, very hard.
Got the chance to use his arms on that one. Not out, says the umpire. End of the over. We've had 25. It's 94 for 8. Well struck. Poor fielding from Chris Gale. And what should have been none turns into 2.
That's not the example of the set, skipper. It was straight to him.
Close. Gale misses, and in the end it's a comfortable single. Dhoni manages to retain the strike. 27 overs been bowled. The power play is over. It's 100 for 8. Here's that run out chance. Would have been dead to rights at that hit. Bit of luck there, and you need some. I think maybe once the power play had ended, he sort of changed his approach.
Didn't know where that one was going, and he takes a single. And he stroked it down the ground for 4. Lovely, authentic straight drive by R.P. Singh. No wonder Dhoni is feeling more comfortable with him.
Terrific shot. The top order batsman would be proud of that. Presenting the full face of the bat. It's always a good thing to do. Hit straight. Captain's happy. Partnership now 35.
Come back for the second. Good scurrying. And a wayward return to the bowler's end. A half century for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. It is not a typical MS Dhoni half century by any means. Inside edge, could go all the way. Sarwan's after it, won't get there. A rare shot of belligerence from Dhoni, and ironically getting an inside edge for 4.
They'll take it any which way it comes. Just the third 4 for Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Perhaps even more. Cut away by Dhoni, that's gone for 4.
Bernard turning out to be expensive. It's becoming a little too easy. Third man inside the ring, just a little bit of width provided.
It's largely a reflection of how stubborn RP Singh has been. He's faced 60 deliveries, RP Singh, and that at a time, I think that they were 82 for 8, and we were talking about swing and bounce. It's been good discipline in the partnership, and it shows what can be done with concentration, even from a number 10. No, he's a long way down. Oh, Ramlin didn't collect it. The hands took off the bail, but the ball was not in the glove.
Oh, that's lovely. Nicely played, very delicate. Very delicate shot from Dhoni. Just feathered it off the edge.
Now, the ball has travelled quite nicely here. RP Singh has played a lovely loft over, long off. As easy as you like here at Sabina Park.
We see again what those big bats can do. Just hit through the line of it, didn't appear to hit it very hard, and it literally sails over long off.
Down towards long and dropped. Ravi Rampaul. The fieldsman down there burst through his hands. Really, it was travelling, but you'd fancy yourself to hold on to that.
An example of Dhoni's power. This went flat, straight to Rampaul and straight through him. Into the hands and through.
Yeah, that's what they need a lot more of in pressure situations over the course of the one-day internationals. Looking ahead, consistently being able to get those Yorkers on target when they choose to deliver them, right on that batting crease. Oh, another wide.
100 partnership comes up as well. What a fantastic achievement. Only the 5th century partnership for the 9th wicket in all one-day international cricket. The highest, in fact, is 126 between Kapil Dev and Said Kamani. Should be caught. Suleiman Ben is behind it and takes it. Finally the partnership is broken, but what a partnership it has been between Dhoni and RP Singh. 101 in total. Great discipline applied between the two batsmen, and for RP Singh, what an effort coming in at number 10.
Well, a great supporting act comes to an end. RP Singh stayed there for 75 deliveries before finally succumbing for 23. It's 183 for 9.
Ashish Mira replaces RP Singh with 2.5 overs left in the innings. Wide, another wide, 12 wides. Consistent problem for the West Indies, and in spite of how well the bowling performance has been for the most part, and it has been good, the extras continue to be a problem.
So, dismissal of RP Singh, mistime pull. And the tail of the extras, 16 in the innings. Been out of cricket or of the Indian team rather, for almost 4 years now, Ashish Mira. So I'm sure he'll be back. He'll be happy to be back into the fray. Looking for wickets when India bowl. But now he's got a bat for the duration. Important for him to supply some support to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who's on 91. And every delivery for the rest of this innings will count for India. They've got to get as many as they can. Done a tremendous job to get to this point. And they'd think that they'd have accomplished something by batting all 50 overs. 2 overs and a ball to go.
Very good slow ball from Bravo. The reaction is fantastic. 48 overs gone. It's 184 for 9. And he does try to tee off, and he gets an under edge. It goes for 4, and it takes him to 95. This has been a gem of an innings from the Indian captain.
He's been patient, he's taken his chances, and he's had a bit of luck.
Well bowled, Jerome Taylor. Very well bowled. The Indian captain has played well. He won't get another one-day international 100. Wonderful slower delivery from Taylor. Had Dhoni threw his shot far too early, and importantly it was straight.
Slower delivery, made some room. And the perfect length ball just hits the top of off stump, and that's what that one did. Mahendra Singh Dhoni goes for a tremendous 95. And India's innings comes to a close at 188 in the 49th over.
So India getting to 188 in the end eventually, thanks to a fantastic captain's knock by MS Dhoni. A brilliant 95 of 130 balls. Dhoni, along with RP Singh, put together 101 runs for the 9th wicket. That is what gave a semblance of respectability to that Indian total. They were 82 for 8 at one point in time, but eventually got to 188 in 48.2 overs. They were helped by 16 extras in that innings. Ravi Rampaul, the change who came in for Lionel Baker, the pick of the Windies bowlers, taking 4 for 37 in his 10 overs. Jerome Taylor and Dwayne Bravo as effective as ever, chipping away at the Indian wickets, taking 3 wickets apiece. So it is 189 that the West Indies have to get. Chris Gayle and his boys will be very confident they can square the series 1-all. We'll take a short break and join you again with the Windies run chase.
And Gayle takes strike, so Kumar coming into the side today for India. And being given a new ball, mainly I believe Shiva, because he's a swing bowler. He gets the ball to move about in the air.
He is turning very good with the new ball, can swing the ball both ways. A slip in the gully for Praveen Kumar.
He's not all that quick, and you just wonder if the pitch is flattened out after the early bounce which we saw from the West Indies bowlers and the swing. Early start, of course, 9:30 local time. We've had good sunshine early on. It's become overcast. The cloud is very high at the moment, and whatever sunshine there is, it's hazy.
Starting well, good line. Had a chat with the bowlers. Mahendra Singh Dhoni wasn't happy with the bowling performance in the last match.
That'll be 4. Could be leg byes, are leg byes. Just slightly ill-directed, and Gayle missing the shot with the ball coming from the pad and going for 4 leg byes.
Bit of applause from the crowd. Doesn't matter if it's leg byes. They want runs. Looking to bring the ball into Chris Gayle, straying in line.
And hammers it away for 4. Well, that really asked for it. Short and wide, angled across him, and well put away by Morton.
Great way to get off the mark. Poor start by Ashish Nehra. Short and wide, and he picks the gap to perfection. Plenty of fielders on the offside. Good placement from Ranako Martin. It's the hand-eye coordination more than anything else.
Good thing he got his head out of the way. A very good thing. We've seen one of those early today when Dwayne Bravo got his hand in the way of a fierce shot from MS Dhoni, and this time he had to duck, and duck well.
Saved his life, that's for sure. With an errant length, your life is in danger against Chris Gayle. Hits him really, really hard. He's a strong man, and he says sorry.
Fielder out there, and it's gone right through him. Dalton Gambare there. In fact, if he had fielded the ball cleanly, he may have had the opportunity of a run-up, because Gayle was on his way down. That's 4 unearned runs given by a poor piece of fielding. 18 without loss. Unfortunately, there are a lot of maidens around, but that wasn't one. Single off the last ball. 19 without loss.
I'm going to the National Cricket Academy to coach the spinners.
Cracked away. Just keeping it inside the boundary. Now, did he touch the rope? That will be the question which umpire Nigel Long is going to ask of the third umpire. Clancy Mack, third umpire. I think the fielder has signal 4. Yeah, he does, yeah. Praveen Kumar has been honest about it. He said, yep. Even though the ball was in play, I touched the boundary. That's what happened there. So boundary to Gayle. Four overthrows. Gayle just lingering on his ground. But was that throw necessary? There were fielders backing up.
Rohit Sharma, the fielder, looking for a run-out opportunity. Morton playing off the back foot. He definitely made it, Chris Gayle, and Harbhajan Singh unable to cut it off.
Well, they've given away runs already. We've seen one leak through Galton Gambhir and gone for 4. Now we've seen a boundary given with overthrows, and when you've got a low score, 188 India, can't afford those kind of lapses. And that's a magnificent blow. That's gone for 6. It's a flat 6 by Gayle. He just stood there and delivered. Magnificent blow from Gayle.
What a strike. Ashish Nehra couldn't believe it. A stunning shot. Didn't bother running, and he needed, because it sounded so sweet the moment it left the bat. And like you mentioned, hardly left the ground, but cleared it quite easily. Talk about Chris Gayle being a big hitter. That's his 150th 6 in one-day internationals.
That really was a wahoo, as you might say. Just a wild swing from Gayle, missed it.
He guessed it right. The short delivery put away. He was expecting the bowler to bowl a fuller length. He gave him the charge, just played down the wrong line.
156s for Gayle. Question for you, Shiva. Who's got the most in one-day internationals? Shouldn't be difficult.
Sanad Jayasuriya, probably.
Bang on. Bang on. Hammered now. Off the back foot, it's short, and Gayle swats it between mid-off and extra cover for 4.
It's a wonderful feeling as a captain when they're leading from the front. He's been in amazing form, getting his front leg out of the way, freeing his arms, short and wide once again from Nehra. This is all too easy for Chris Gayle, who's on a roll. 4 4s in his 6 in his 31. And it's a Super Sunday for the crowd here. They're enjoying it.
No wonder they're happy. There he goes again. Not quite clearing it. So a highly productive over for the West Indies. 16 off it. 53 without loss off 8.
Another poor bit of fielding. Rohit Sharma gave away 4 overthrows previously. And now Gayle benefits by a couple of runs. They're not helping their cause, India. Rudra Pratap Singh has every reason to feel disappointed. Amazing shot. Not a man moved. At least not anyone on the field by the time it crossed the rope.
The critical thing here is reasonably vertical bat, not going across the line but using his power.
This time mid-off gets across, and they'll benefit from the overthrow. Everything going the way of the West Indies. RP Singh with the throw, but seems everything is happening the way of the West Indies from the first over this morning. Getting it away fine. Almost too easy right now for the West Indies. Let's look at this shot again from Chris Gayle. Off the back foot. You talk about the vertical bat, Bish, but there's got to be more than that. The power that he can manage to generate. Loud appeal. Not getting the verdict, at least the way he wanted it, Yusuf Pathan. India desperately need a wicket. Thought they might have gotten it here. Going down the leg side clearly. One-handed for 4. Well, that's all you can say really. Because in the same way we've been flabbergasted by some of the shots of Yuvraj Singh, Chris Gayle continues to surprise with what he can manufacture. That's a 50 for Chris Gayle on his home ground. Just a cursory nod. Doing a bit too much. Don't ask, you don't get, but even as it looks fairly adjacent there, the angle of the delivery seems to be taking it down the leg side. It's very close nevertheless. 14 overs gone. The West Indies 86 without loss. Easy as you please. Didn't save it. They're going to have a look. I'm not too sure. The combined effort of Dinesh Karthik and Praveen Kumar in vain. Such power. Even as he slid to try to save it. And onto the boundary rope. There's the big wipe, and it's gone all the way. I think it's done some damage to one of those vehicles in the car park, and the damage brings up the 100 for the West Indies.
It's not a very, well, it would seem a very popular parking spot really, but it's not a smart choice after what Yuvraj did here 2 years ago. Now Chris Gayle pummeling that very area. He's gone straight a lot of the time in his innings today. One of the few times that he's looked to slog sweep.
He's gone over the top. Will it be taken? It's a brilliant catch. Superbly taken by Gautam Gambhir, bringing Chris Gayle's innings to an end. It might be too late for India's effort in this match, but it really is an outstanding bit of work in the field.
Yep, he was moving, he was traveling. Gambhir, he was at full pelt. That's just not an easy catch because he had to dive and wrap his arms around it. Robin Singh, their fielding coach, will be very pleased with that effort. And I suspect Chris Gayle will be pleased with his too. 64 to him, 101 for 1.
He was feeling the pressure and effectively ran himself out on Friday. But today, no such concerns for Ramnaresh Sarwan, having replaced Chris Gayle. You see the number at the top, 151 internationals for the man from Wickenham Island. Will he push for two? No, he won't. The recent memory of Friday, no doubt, would have influenced him. But he's come in after Chris Gayle's bludgeoning effort came to an end with an outstanding catch.
That's nicely played. He'll pick up a couple here, maybe three.
Good running. 6 men inside the ring, just 3 fielders on the leg side. 2 of them within the circle, mid-wicket and mid-on. He plays it quite beautifully, using the bottom hand to good effect. Move on to 39, Morton. Wide open spaces on the leg side, so if he bowls straight, there are opportunities for the batsman to pick up some easy runs.
Lots of open space on the onside, both mid-wicket and deep backward square leg, very deep. Just the mid-on in the circle. The other man out sweeping on the cover boundary. Oh, just wide of the keeper. Will it be stopped? Yes, it is. And he'll come back for 2. Sarwan struggling. He makes it home. Another unnecessary chance taken by the West Indies.
No signal from the umpire, so hits umpire of the glove or bat. Just wide of MS Dhoni, surprised by the short delivery. Gambhir doing good work in the deep. Took a splendid catch. And Ramnaresh Sarwan wasn't expecting the 2.
No ball, but that's where he'll want to be pitching it. Just around that region, bring the guys in cover on the offside into play. And he's over the line, so it's a free hit. Remember that the field can't be changed.
Where do you reckon he'll go? Inside out, extra cover. Might be tempted with 3 fielders on the leg side to go over mid-wicket.
Well, I reckon that Ashish Nehra is going to try to bowl this ball as full and as straight as possible. Beautifully hit. Just pulled the left foot out of the way and slapped it to extra cover.
So the first guess was right, and it was good shot selection with the angle of Ashish Nehra bowling left arm over, leading the right-hander. They picked a spot, got his front leg out of the way, was standing tall on the shot, got the elevation, magnificent strike, didn't bother running.
Thought about it, but no run off the last ball. 21 bowled, 132 for 1. Rohit Sharma to continue. Oh, that's the end of Sarwan. Walked straight past it. Good piece of bowling from Sharma.
Bowled it quicker through the air. He's not a big turner of the ball. Sarwan was looking for the turn. An easy stumping in the end for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Wicket number 2 for Rohit Sharma. He's having a good time with the ball. Sarwan gone for 15. West Indies 132 for 2.
Well, it appears that my thoughts have not been heard in the dressing room. It's Shivnarine Chanderpaul. Most impressive career. It's 251st. It's 250 matches. 8,000 runs. Been around for a long time, Shiv Chanderpaul. And this is why he's here. Sarwan maybe moving a little bit too early from the crease.
Good control of that pull come hook shot. 50 for Renako Morton as well. 2 good scores over the course of this first game. No need to be in a hurry today. Only 4 fours in his 50, but he's provided a base for the West Indies team at the start of their innings with Gale.
He has his critics, no doubt, but you can only do the best with the opportunities given to you, and he's done it again. Morton, useful innings on Friday in support of his captain, and today taking over after Gale's departure, and it is a well-played half-century.
Does tend to add a little flavour to any variation in bounce. 141 for 2. Just short. Not hitting the face as well. Dinesh Karthik.
Always difficult for the close-in fielder. Stung there in the mouth.
.45 for 2. Ravindra Jadeja is into the attack.
That was unusually loose from Chanderpaul.
If the West Indies do win this one-day international series, it does give them a few points. I don't think it gives them enough points to significantly overtake anyone who is ahead of them. I think Sri Lanka is the team that is in closest proximity to them. Lovely sweep shot from Morton. Huge gap between mid-wicket and deep backward square. 162 for 2. It's good to see a good crowd on hand here. A bit worried on Friday for 0, weren't we, that the crowd was very tiny, the smallest one in my mind that I've seen at Sabina Park, another single taken. What's your view on trying to get some day-night cricket to be held here, or even day-night test cricket here in the Caribbean? Harbhajan Singh is down.
Well, I'm all for it, Bish. I think we need to find ways to make the cricket packaged in a way that is accessible to the fan. Yes, you want to maintain the integrity of the game. You don't want to compromise that. But let's get real. Fans these days don't have the time and the luxury of being able to devote an entire weekend to one-day cricket. If we could have day-night matches, I know there are challenges concerning the times in other parts of the world, which are significant audiences for the West Indies Cricket Board, but these are factors that must be taken into consideration. I know the purists and the traditionalists will cringe at certain things, but the game has always been changing. If you really look at it, the game of cricket has been changing continuously. Maybe some of it has been accelerated now, but the fact of the matter is, if you want to keep up to speed, because you are catering to an audience, and you must be able to be mindful of what your audience wants.
I know the MCC have been trialling the use of a pink ball. I've had a look at it myself. The reports coming back with the pink ball have been very, very good. I'd like to see it trialed here in the Caribbean, maybe in some of the local matches. It'll probably lead into higher level matches, and even for us to consider day-night test cricket.
I think we really need to get up to speed here in the West Indies. When you really think about it, it was only in 2006 that the first ever day-night one-day international was played here in St. Lucia. And that's more than 30 years after it was introduced in other parts of the world. So we've been slow to react in many respects. And in some eyes, that almost reflects the lethargy that has taken hold of West Indies cricket in some areas. So we should start to think positively again, be adventurous, and if it is that the game is going in a way that takes it to day-night cricket, innovations that don't necessarily and fundamentally compromise the integrity of the game, we should go that way.
The crowds don't come out to first-class cricket. I wonder what a day-night first-class match would draw. It'd be interesting. I think it needs to be discussed. 164 for 2.
I'm sure if you go around this ground, Ian, and you ask any fan, what is wrong with West Indies cricket? Even that bunch there, just ask them, what is wrong with West Indies cricket? What needs to be done to re-energize or take West Indies cricket that quantum leap forward, as the terminology is used? You'll get so many different answers, and everyone will be utterly convinced that their one issue is the right one. And that in many respects explains why it's been so difficult to get over that slim line, as you talked about it. Not everyone is entirely sure which direction we should be going, what particular issue should we focus upon, and there are so many different views and different opinions, and we again have to bring home the point, as Chanderpaul grimaces in pain with the blow from that delivery, that you are dealing with diverse territories, sometimes diverse cultures, sometimes very different priorities that may be influenced politically, socially, ethnically. It might sound a bit too complex, but the West Indies is a complex place, as everyone who's ever visited it would be all too aware.
Not actually sure as to the exact area of pain. But if it is as we suspect, I'm not too sure what CJ Clark can do.
Maybe that's why he's trying to hide a smile.
Not too sure Chanderpaul wants a cold spray. He can't help but smile. Yep, I don't think the cold spray will work there, CJ. It's tough character, Ryan Chanderpaul. We go back to Australia here, I think last year, when he was hit painfully on the back of the head by, I think, Brett Lee, and he was floored and out of it for a few moments. Yeah, I don't think there's anything the physiotherapist can do there. That gives us a good idea as to where the strike was, and Morton feels the pain as well. And the knees go weak. Well, the air is sucked out of the abdominals, the abdomen, and it just takes time.
Little inside edge. And they should come back to 3. No, they won't. A couple of runs for Morton. But its position the West Indies have found difficult to fill, especially at test match level. They've also one-day internationals as well. Very interesting youngster from Trinidad and Tobago, selected for the A team to play the match against Bangladesh prior to the first test, Adrian Barat. Age of 19, has been in the first class scene now for a couple of seasons. Came in when he was age 16, has got a couple of hundreds early on. Now has 500s to his name, so he's in the frame for the test. Sunarayan Chattergoon is also in that team. In fact, he's the captain of that A team against Bangladesh. Another opening batsman who's shared duties at test level with Gale. So only 7 needed now, and the West Indies 182 for 2. Two good-looking West Indians there. Ranaka Morton and Shivnarayan Chanderpaul. They put on 50 from 71 deliveries. No bother for them. In fact, the only bother has been running between the wickets. And they're just seeing the West Indies home to a comfortable victory here. Comprehensive performance by them. Perhaps they would have thought when India were struggling, 8 down for 83. They might just have had an even earlier day than today. Finished probably 3 hours before this if they'd managed to wipe out the last couple of Indian batsmen, but they didn't. Dhoni batted really well. Made 95, and with R.P. Singh batted through until almost the end to ensure that the overs were maximised. Added over 100. Signal a wide by umpire Long. And a bad piece of fielding. India have been sloppy in the field today. It's not been the performance of a team like India, which has built up this tremendous reputation of late. Ashish Nehra this time fumbling.
West Indies need 3 to win to complete the victory. They've got 8 wickets in hand, 34 overs gone. The regulation states the ball must be changed, and it has. And what an emphatic way to finish it. Renaka Morton finishes it with a 6. And an exclamation mark on what has been a fine innings by Morton. Series level. West Indies win by 8 wickets with as many as 15 overs and 5 balls remaining. India winning the first match on Friday here at Sabina Park by 20 runs, and the West Indies coming back and beating them by 8 wickets in the second game. Here's how it finished. Morton getting under it and planting it into the George Headley stand. So he finishes with a very good 85 from 102 deliveries. Chanderpaul there at the end, 18. Chris Gale with 64 in an opening partnership of 101. They set it up after the bowlers had been the ones who had limited India to 188 all out. So there's how it panned out today. India 188, 48 overs and 2 balls. In fact, they would have been dismissed for far less than that had it not been for Dhoni's intelligent 95. Really played well. 130 deliveries, 2 sixes and 6 fours, and a very good partnership with number 10 RP Singh, 23 of 101. And then the West Indies, well, no bother once Morton and Gale had put on 101 for the first wicket.